Hey there, Clark Reid, popping back in with some tech headlines. If you enjoy these reports or they are useful to you, help us out by giving that like button a little tickle. And you can also subscribe so you know when each new report is up and ready for you. For decades, radio and TV stations have worked hard to avoid violating FCC rules, wanting to avoid fines or the most serious penalty, cancellation of station licenses. Now, the FCC under this Trump administration seems to have become a tool of vengeance for the president, as is also true of the Department of Justice. That department just filed what looks like a very thin and really frivolous indictment of James Comey for a picture of seashells spelling out 8647. Now, you're probably all aware of that. Now, ArsTechnica.com reports that the FCC is reviewing licenses of ABC TV stations over jokes Jimmy Kimmel told that offended and enraged Donald Trump and his wife, Melania. In one, Kimmel called Melania an expectant widow. It's notable that none of the ABC station licenses are even up for renewal until 2028, and the legal process for revoking licenses is so difficult it's been described as nearly impossible. But the FCC today issued an order instructing ABC's owner Disney to file early license renewal applications for all its TV stations that are licensed by May 28th of this year. An ABC probe could examine DEI, Kimmel's Comedy, and other shows. Carr threatened ABC station licenses in September of 2025, alleging at that time that airing Kimmel's show might violate the rarely enforced news distortion policy. A group of former FCC chairs and commissioners asked the Federal Appeals Court to compel the FCC to respond to a November 2025 petition to repeal the agency's 1960s-era news distortion policy. I mean, it's such nonsense for this FCC to apply this rule to what is widely known as a comedy show and not a news broadcast. The European Commission has found that Meta is breaching Europe's Digital Services Act rules by failing to prevent kids under 13 from using Facebook and Instagram. According to Verge.com, this is a preliminary ruling, but after a 2-year investigation, the Commission found that Meta has not put into place adequate measures to keep kids under 13 from creating accounts on Facebook and Instagram. Minors can simply enter a false birth date, and when they sign up for Facebook and Instagram and falsely declare that they're over 13 years old, no minimum age, that is the minimum age that is outlined in Meta's own terms and conditions, and basically, there are no effective controls to verify the kid's real age. If Meta does not take corrective action, they could be slammed with fines of up to $12 billion. Well, that didn't take long. No sooner did OpenAI cut an amended deal with Microsoft to use other tech company servers, their models have appeared on Amazon Web Services. CNBC.com says a new service called Amazon Bedrock Managed Agents, powered by OpenAI, will enable the construction of sophisticated and customized agents that incorporate memory of previous interactions. This is according to both companies. As we previously reported, Microsoft will continue to have non-exclusive licenses to all OpenAI products through 2032. The U.S. Supreme Court heard arguments this week in a case dealing with the government's use of so-called geofence search warrants. Law enforcement and federal agents use the warrants to compel tech companies like Google to turn over information about which of its billions of users were in a certain place and time based on their phone's location. TechCrunch.com reports that those opposed, which is virtually all civil liberties advocates, have argued that geofence warrants are inherently overbroad and unconstitutional as they return information about people who are nearby yet have no connection to an alleged incident. My own view is that they are both overbroad and void for vagueness, as they don't name the person or premises with specificity. An old judge taught me that in law school. Now, some of the justices seem okay with casting this wide a net, so it could be that they will allow further erosion of the Fourth Amendment, which is already pretty much like a lace doily. Google has moved now to store in location data on people's devices instead of on their servers. Apple already does this to keep much personal information in what they call a secure enclave on the user's phone. Just be aware that if this case is upheld, you could be grabbed in an incident just as an innocent bystander who was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I'm Clark Reid, and you're Technified for now.